So, remember Marie Kondo, the life-changing magic of tidying up? She was all about decluttering, getting rid of your stuff, and her whole thing was, if you throw something away, you hardly ever regret it. So, I met this guy on a dating app, Hinge, and he was on the coaching staff of the Philadelphia Eagles. So I was like, I have to be cool, I cannot mess this up, I can't let him know that I think this is a big deal. I mean, he knows I'm a fan, but he's from New York, like he doesn't know how serious we are. You know, he doesn't know that I'm stalking the Eagles Twitter feed, screenshotting pictures of him at practice to show people, or I'm like planning in my head how far away I'll allow us to move when I become the wife of a head coach, which he will be. New Orleans, definitely love the vibe, love the food. New England, no, we don't F with Patriots fans. Green Bay, on the fence. Like, I don't know if I would like cheese curds, it's really cold. So, my coach is on the lowest rung of the ladder on the coaching staff, but he's on there. And I start to get in my head about the whole thing, like, when the team loses, is it my fault because we stayed up too late the other night? Like, is he making mistakes at work because of me? Can I carry the weight of the whole team, the happiness of the whole city on my shoulders, like whether or not we get a free coffee at Dunkin' on Monday? I don't know if I can bear it. What if he's publicly shamed and he's in the paper? What if I'm in the paper? What if they call me unknown woman? So I'm in my head about all these things, and there is one dirty little secret I have that I do not want my Eagles coach to find out. So a few years before this, I had worked a catering shift at an event for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was for one of their foundations, and there were a lot of higher ups there, and there were a few players there for photo ops. Brandon Boykin, Brent Selleck, and Jason Kelce, brother to Travis. David Taylor. So because the players are there, I am very like on guard. I'm like tucking my shirt in really tight, smoothing down, like super aware. And I want a piece of memorabilia. Now here's the thing. On the floor, when you serve appetizers, there are very specific rules. If you're serving something that comes on a toothpick, you have to get a buddy to follow you with the tray, so that as soon as you serve your appetizer, there is a tray that appears immediately after the guest takes their one bite and needs somewhere to dispose of their toothpick. But like I said, I want a piece of memorabilia, I'm going out alone. So I get my tray of bacon wrapped dates from the kitchen, they're on little toothpicks, and I glide up to Brent Selleck and Brandon Boykin and Jason Kelce, brother to Travis, David Taylor. And I serve them their bacon wrapped dates on toothpicks. And I step back, but I don't go far enough away so anyone else can swoop in. I hover, so that as soon as they swallow, I'm back. And I get their toothpicks. I have the toothpick of Jason Kelce. So I put everything into my apron pocket. The apron pocket in catering is like a black hole. At the end of the night, when you empty it, all the memories, good and bad, come flooding back. You got trash in there. There's a Parker House roll that I salvaged that I'm going to duck behind a stone pillar and swallow without chewing as soon as I get a chance. And now I have the toothpick of Jason Kelce. It's like a live baby in there. I gotta keep track of it. I gotta care for it, but I do. And then when we get home, I throw all the trash away and I keep the toothpick of Jason Kelce. I put it in a plastic bag and I seal it and I keep it. And then I discover Marie Kondo. And I am a disciple. I get rid of so many things. Pounds of t-shirts, love letters, cards, important papers. I get rid of all of my closet. My room is bare. It's like a monastery, like Ralph Waldo Emerson's cabin. But I keep the toothpick bag. And then I start seeing the Eagles coach. And I don't want him to find out about the toothpick bag. Because if he knows about the toothpick bag, he's going to know that I hero worship Eagles players and that the only reason that I'm hanging out with him is because he's a step away from that. So I think, should I hide it? I could put it in the medicine cabinet or in a drawer or under the bed. But if he looks in the medicine cabinet, which he might, or in a drawer, which he might, or under the bed where he might find himself, then what is my explanation? Why do I have a toothpick in a plastic bag? That is even weirder. So I keep just sort of moving it around, and every time my coach is there, I'm very aware of where it is. And because he knows about the Marie Kondo thing. He's been in my room, he knows how bare it is. He knows that everything I own has deep meaning to me. So the toothpick bag is burning a hole in my brain, and I keep moving it around. I'm very stressed. December 26th of that year, the Eagles lose to Washington, and we are out of the playoffs as we know it. The season is over as we know it. So I go over to the house of my Eagles coach, and we commiserate about the season. And I look around, and I notice stacks of freshly tagged Eagles apparel and a Christmas present wrapped with a label from Chip Kelly, the head coach. And I think, just be cool. This can all be mine, just be cool. And then I think, you know how you have to let go of something you love, and if it loves you, it will come back to you? Maybe I need to let go of the toothpick bag so that my arms will be open to receive a signed jersey. Or a championship ring. I'll even take a dirty sock from the locker room. So I go home, and I thank the toothpick bag for all the joy it has given me. And I throw it out. 3 days later, head coach Chip Kelly is fired. As a result, all the coaches down the line are fired. My Eagles coach is fired. He goes back to New York. I never see him again. And the toothpick of Jason Kelce is gone forever. Marie Kondo, I regret it. Thank you.